Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Eternity Product Coordinators Development Update. And as every week, we go through the list of participants and give a short update. Also, it's the second every second week we do written updates and post change logs and screenshots if we have it into our forum, which you can find on forum.eternity.com. And yeah, I would like to start this meeting with Sergey, as we are currently hosting a meetup, a developer meetup in Berlin, and they want to go back and on the table to discuss. So please, Sergey, give me your update.
Update for the core dev development of the last 2 weeks. Because I start with the current week, so we are now all in Berlin, the whole team. We're having a meetup, discussing the scope of the next hard fork, like the Lima, so-called Lima release, which should take place somewhere in September. So very nice having everybody in one room, really good vibes there. So obviously not so much have been delivered feature-wise in this week, but the last week we have delivered release 3.10, which celebrated the closing of Beast delivered by Ulf Bigger. So the solo close in the feature is ready. So it looks like not so big on the outside, but has required a lot of reworking in the state channel. So it's finally done, and actually we are now ready for proceeding in development of our virtual stage. Actually, right now, how to proceed with this feature, whether we want to start with this or maybe we want to spend some time polishing the state channels for a while. And yes, so I think this is
perfect. And sorry.
Yes.
Cool, great. And any updates from the meetup in Berlin right now?
Yes. So I think it's safe to say that we finally came up with a good design for a native token with cool functionalities yesterday. After many months of thinking back and forth and looks really great that we're gonna have like native tokens with still the possibility to have custom functionalities like you would with a classic smart contract token, by having the ability to attach contract to your native token. That means if you want to try, if you implement a function in this attached contract, which would basically have the same name like a native feature that would be native to this token, like transfer, for example, then the function of this contract would be executed. And then that would be made possible to include your own application logic. And the goal is to have the native token on state channels too. So, and this will be like ultimate breakthrough because everyone then will be able to do payments in state channels too. And sell them, of course, through a token sale beforehand. And this is all going to be super cheap and transaction costs way cheaper than smart contracts.
For the developer reward feature. The ultimate goal of
Okay, thanks a lot. And I think we will also read a couple of things about the just mentioned stuff in the forum. So there can be a discussion in the community around it. But next to you, we have John. So John, please give us a few words to the middleware.
Team has been in the committee this week, but we've mostly been working on the front end to show off the features, and that has revealed some bugs in the WebSocket code, which we've been fixing. I also have an update from the SDK teams who have this week released version 4 of JavaScript and the Python SDKs, which drop support for compiler versions less than 3.1 and for node versions less than 3.01.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. Next in line is Milan. I let you guys go. Thank you very much for participating. Milan, give us an update about your past week.
Yeah, hi guys. For the last 2 weeks of wallet development, we're focused on adding new functionalities according to our planned roadmap, which includes transaction history, multiple language support with few new languages added. We implemented wallet password protection and encryption of the private keys, and also lots of other features which I'll be including in the changelog and with the update. But basically, we have now a way to inspect a transaction. We have standardized error messages. We worked on different ways to filter the transactions in the history, so you now have a way to select basically and see only the spent transactions or only the transactions you've sent. We've designed new menu for the account and lots of other UI improvements. Also, we've been working on allow you to sign some message or allow transaction when needed, and some features that were related to the importing of the key store according to AX3. And basically, I think that was it. We are now working on creating test coverage for all these new features, so it will be easier to spot if something is not working as usual. Our next planned release, which will be 0.4, will be available at the tops in Monday on the Chrome Web Store and also in GitHub. So everyone is welcome to try it with the new features and provide feedback. We'll be very glad to have it.
Cool, great. Maybe one tip here, what we could all do is when we have like those update and releases, we could also ask Vlad, for example, who is one of our community managers, to post something on Twitter, for example, so people can also follow there if they're interested. Cool, thanks a lot. We also should actually be ladies first, but I forgot. I'm sorry, Daniela. You are here representing the Alexia SDK team, so please give us some insights about your past week's work.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Min, for introducing me. Last week, we code refactoring, and we made in order to make the release in Hex, we had to regarding our release. Also, we fixed some chain tests as there were some problems. We checked our compatibility to Eternity node of 3.0.0 version, and we made general code cleanup. We still do not support generalized accounts as the work on them is in progress, but yesterday we have opened a pull request regarding generalized accounts transactions. So we will continue making changes to our client implementation. We also will continue on channels as we do not support them currently. We started implementing noise protocol listener in order to receive live information from Eternity node as well. And actually, this is my quick update from our Elixir SDK team.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you now here every week and give a short update. I'll go straight to the next person, which is Stoyan, coordinating the base wallet team. And I'm also right now on a conference in Liechtenstein where I plan to show it on stage. So Stoyan, give us a few updates about your past week's work.
Next week we sprint 42, which means that we made the release and we planned our new goals for the next sprint. I'm not going to mention what the goals for the next sprint are. You'll hear about them next week. But the release is called 085, or that's the version number. It's already in Android App Store and then at base.apps.com. It will also be in iOS probably today. They flagged it for something with the release notes that they didn't like. There was the word Android in the release notes, and they told us you can't release something on the iOS store if it has the word Android in it. Yeah, but it should be up there today. And the actual features that are part of this release, we added quite a few things. We added an ability to see your synced wallets in the settings. So that's your Ledger and your AirGap vault accounts. We added the ability to share your address with the native phone functionality, meaning you could copy it to the clipboard, but you could also send it in, in all of your messengers and basically everything that the operating system allows you to do. We added this overlay that lets people know that the browser is still in kind of in beta or next. And we added security courses to the settings. So right now, when you first make an account, you get prompted to take the first security course. And if you leave the security courses, you can go back to them to the settings. We updated the transaction view. There's one confusing part about it. We improved the ledger experience. There's a number of things we did there, so I won't go through each one of them. We added a reset confirmation. And so if you try to reset your key storage previously, it just reset and it didn't ask for a confirmation, which some people complained about, especially in back of their seed phrase. So that's there, and those users are now happy. We made some wording changes. We updated SDK from 3.4.0 to 3.4.1. In the next release, which is coming soon, we will update to the 4.0 or 4.01, depending on which one's ready by then. And we updated some dependencies, and also very importantly, we sorry, before I say that, we fixed one bug in transaction history where if you filter very deeply, you would end up not seeing some of your transactions. So that's fixed now. But most importantly, we finished the AirGap same device integration. Unfortunately, we didn't release it because there's a part that the AirGap team needs to release in AirGap Vault first, and they're in review in iOS. So any moment they're going to release their version, and then we can, in the next release, do this integration. But it's done on our side. We just need them to release it. And yeah, that's it. There will be exciting updates next week, so stay tuned.
Perfect. I think it's already exciting. Lots of updates, even small stuff, but you can see that things are moving forward. So thanks a lot here. And also like to hear the update from our DevSuite team. I think currently mostly taking care about Forge AE. Martin, please give us some insights about the past 5 days.
Hey guys. Yeah, updates from our team. So on the playground, we have fixed some issue that we had deployment and transaction calls we found the issue and we have fixed it. Now everything is working flawlessly with pretty error messages if you manage to break something. From the 4G side, we improved the compiler, and we have added some new changes for the spawning of the local compiler, and also improved the performance because there were some changes in the SDK that now gave us the opportunity to make the compiler more faster and more easy to use. So of course we have made this. We have also improved the deployer of the 4G. The performance is even better now. We have added one new feature to it. So currently you are now able to deploy to your custom network by providing URL to your node and also the network ID. So yeah, this was a feature request from the community, and we managed to develop it. And currently we are working on in the compiler.
Cool. That's also a very good update. Thank you very much, Martin. You're breaking up a little bit on my side, but I think you are through your update. It was just the last 2 seconds. So I'd like to, last but not least, give the ball to Emil. And Emil, you're also welcome to say a few words about relevant things that got discussed in the past few days in Berlin, if you have something to add here. And then we would close this call with you. Thank you very much. Emil?
I know the expansion, the making, that's about metadata that apps can provide for wallets to identify them better. And I know that the base wallet team is working on that. And other than that, I think for what is also very relevant for the expansions is this discussion that Nikita already mentioned about which is on state channels, but also things like makes it easier for people, hopefully, to build decentralized exchanges and these kind of things in the future. And this is right now an ongoing discussion, and I think whatever comes from our token standard, we will see in a way that it can either later on be migrated in a token like that, or from the beginning work with a token standard that is part of our protocol. So I think this is the most that use this discussion in the forum at some point when there's some basic idea specific.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks a lot.
And yeah, so far from my side.
Cool, great. We managed it with a very bad internet connection on my side, and I apologize for this, but I could hear all the updates quite well, so people will be able to hear them also in the call and in the video recording. And please, everyone, also make a short update, written update into the forum with the week number, like we do it all 2 weeks. And I will try to collect, or I will collect all those links and post them together with this video into the forum. So thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great weekend, and talk to you next week, latest.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.